Hi, Marty. I'm an NHL referee, and I just thought I'd introduce my. I know who you are. Yes, but you don't know us from the coaching side of things. I know now. What's up, you guys? Well, it's official. Marty St. officially has his welcome to the NHL moment as a head coach.
We got to stay out of the box, but you all watch the game, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
That was the most upset that any NHL reporter, at least that works for the Canadiens anyway, or covers the Canadiens, actually saw Marty this upset before. I agree with Marty to an extent. You got to stay out of the box. But yeah, I mean, some of those calls were a little tough. And we saw how testy Kirby Dach got with the referees. And he got himself an extra 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct on one of the penalties against him because he took 2 plus the other 2 for unsportsmanlike. And he was not a happy camper, folks. As we saw not that long later on, though, Kirby did make up for it on an unbelievable pass from Jake Evans. Jakey finally making his presence known on one of the lines that are not the fourth line on the Montreal Canadiens. We know Evans can't score still. He had a glorious chance in this game too, and he still couldn't bury it. But that pass to Kirby Dach made up for it. All right, so the shelf life of this video is not going to be very long. We're right back at it against the Anaheim Ducks tonight. Again, it's reverse retro night. So the shelf life of this video is not going to be very long. I'm going to try to keep this review short because we know the result at this point. We know that the Montreal Canadiens lost at the Bell Center last night to the Ottawa Senators. Was it the Bell Center though? It was pretty loud in there for Habs fans. Oh man, there was some stuff going on Twitter between Habs and Sens fans last night. It was not pretty, folks. I got to give a shout out to my co-host from Habs tonight, Anik, on this tweet. I mean, she was having some fun. I mean, we can jab at each other, guys. Just chill out. This is a great tweet. Ultimately, though, the Senators get the last laugh, according to the Sportsnet column that was actually just written that I just came across. But you know that we made you guys sweat. Don't tell me that in that third period, when Montreal scored that second goal, that you guys weren't sweating the rest of the way. I have no idea if any Ottawa Senators fans are going to watch this video. If you do, I'm trying to have some fun with it. You guys want to, cross the line. I mean, that's fine. I'll still love you anyway, because that's just who I am. Anyways, back to the game. So the Canadiens dominate 5-on-5 play in the first period. Still can't score a goal, though, so it doesn't really mean much. But the Canadiens were absolutely dominating the Senators, where they're outshooting them 10-2 at one point, but still couldn't bury one. We get to the second period, and, I mean, you got to like Shane Pinto if you're a hockey fan. This kid's got some skill. He snipes on Sam Montembeault to open the scoring for the Sens. That's when the Senators' power play, which is ranked number 1 right now in the last 30 days or so, or whatever the stat was they threw up on Sportsnet, but their power play is clicking really well. So Drake Batherson, he gets a goal for the Ottawa Senators after a scramble in front there. He buries it. Then not long after that, Brady Tkachuk, everyone's favorite former Montreal Canadian draft pick. We took Jesperi Kotkaniemi over Brady Tkachuk. I don't think we'll ever live that down. I will say that I interviewed Brady Tkachuk at one point a couple of years ago. He was a very nice guy, much nicer off the ice. Nonetheless, Brady Tkachuk tips in Alex DeBrincat's shot, and all of a sudden, it's 3-0 for the Ottawa Senators. I think anybody would have loved to be a fly on the wall in that Canadiens locker room. This was a game where Marty was not happy, certainly not happy with the refs, but I think he's got to go after his team a little bit here, and they do respond in the third period. Just after the 8-minute mark of the third period, Kirby Dach gets that beautiful goal on that more beautiful pass from Jake Evans, and then at the 13-minute mark, just over it, Christian Dvorak gets a beautiful feed from Nick Suzuki for Suzuki's 30th point of the season. Dvorak buries it, and then you just felt like it was coming, didn't you guys? Like, I felt like they were going to tie this. I really had no doubt. I was really, really just waiting for it. And I just knew that, just based on the back and forth that Sens and Habs fans were having, probably at the arena and outside of it, that the Habs were going to tie this one and we were going to have a heck of an overtime. That didn't happen in the end, but definitely a frustrating loss for Montreal Canadiens fans, depending on how you look at it. A lot of us are just still hoping for that tank that will bring us a top draft pick in the 2023 draft. We keep talking about it. It doesn't happen. But you know what? This game, I just genuinely thought that after the Canadiens had such a good first period, the second period could not have gone any more against them. The third period, they started to get it back together and were this close to tying it. And you know what? You got to give a shout out to Jonathan Drouin. He actually played a decent game. He played center in this game on the fourth line. It was kind of a nice change for Joe. I liked seeing him there. We're not going to have him probably very much longer, so I just want to see some good play out of him, see if we can get a pick or a player for him before the deadline or something. But it was nice to see him back in the lineup. He is effective on the power play. No, I know at the end of the game that he kind of was part of the play that sent the puck the other way down the ice, but you can't solely blame him. The Canadiens had lots of chances to tie this game, and they just couldn't do it. You guys might have noticed that Austin Watson actually tried to target Uri Slavkovsky, and it looks like Adam Nicholas's coaching there, the extra coaching he's been giving Slav lately, worked as he dodged Watson like a bullet here. Just looking back at the game sheet now, so apparently Kirby Dach was actually given an extra 2 for abuse of officials. I did not know that that was actually a penalty that could be called. Is there a penalty for abusing the integrity of the hockey game? Never mind. Anyways, all right. So that's pretty much it, you guys, for this game. We're right back at it against the Anaheim Ducks tonight on Reverse Retro Night. Yes, it's going to happen again and several more times throughout this season. But that being said, guys, wrapping it up here. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it as always. Hit the buttons that you know you need to hit if you're enjoying this channel. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we'll see you tomorrow for Anaheim and Montreal's post game. All my best. Cheers, guys.